Hi there guys, welcome to Vintage Van Life. So we parked up the van last night and I didn't put the battery on charge, and because I wanted to test will it start this morning, no problem, and it did start, so great. I think the reason it didn't start the night before when we were stranded in the snow, we used up a lot of electricity moving the vehicle with the starter motor in second gear, and we had over 100-mile drive yesterday, and it obviously replenished the battery. So we're going to take the van out to Wiseman's Bridge, which is a beautiful little beach just down the road. You all set, Jolie?
Yeah, I'm layering up. It's freezing out.
It's going to be cold down by the beach.
Oh, it'd be lovely though. It's like refreshing cold, isn't it?
Jolie's just cleaning off the dirt from the motorway. Forgot to do it last night. One of the truly great things about camper vans is being able to park them almost anywhere and just check out this view. We've walked across the Saundersfoot to go to my all-time favourite pasty shop. We don't know if it's open this time of year. We got our pasties.
This is what it's all about.
We got competition.
This is the only reason we came to Wales. Pembrokeshire.
Let's go. So since our little bird incident back there, the van has not been doing too well. So we drove it down to the beach the other day and just chilled out down there, and I went to start the van and it started no problem whatsoever, and then it cut out. And we tried to get it started like we have done in the past, nothing, no spark. And Al, my uncle, he came down and he drag started it with his Range Rover, and it started like it normally does, and then it cut out. So we drag started it again and it cut out. We tried it a third time and I kept my foot on the revs, kept the revs up high, and it cut out. So it seems to have this problem at the moment where it will run for a short amount of time and then it doesn't have the spark. I haven't started this vehicle this morning, so this is a complete cold start. Now funnily enough, it's been starting alright and I suspect it will start, but yesterday when I did this test, it started and it ran, and then after about 10 minutes of running it cut out and there wasn't a spark. So what I'm going to do now, before it's even run, is see if there's a spark coming off this HT leads. I think there will be. So there was a very visible, clear spark. So I suspect the vehicle will start, and after a while it will run, it will stop, and then there'll be no spark whatsoever. So let's see if she will actually start this morning. Okay, that's good. I just come out here to film, about to say it's running, we just have to see when it stops, and it literally just cut out then. So let's see if there's a spark now. Right, let's see. Nothing. There is literally no spark coming off there. So not having a spark is a very good reason for an engine not to run. I've tested all the HT leads, none of them have a spark. Now, once I had this 1950s Atco 2-stroke lawnmower, and it used to start up and then run for a little while, and then it would stop. And what it was, the coil basically was damaged on the inside, and inside that it was having to create a spark to jump across the coil on the inside. Not ideal. Every time it does that, it would burn a little bit more of the windings away until the point where it could no longer jump, and it just outright didn't work. I suspect the coil on this is the reason it will start for a bit, run, and then stop altogether. This is just a theory, but I've ordered a new coil for my camper. Now, one of the things is, you guys might remember that I had it converted to electronic ignition, and it's quite often suggested if you convert a vehicle to have electronic ignition, you should change the coil to one that is compatible with electronic ignition. I've heard some speculation about this, whether or not it's true. But they do say if you've put electronic ignition in, a coil has to be a specific one that will cope, because it can burn it out. And I think that's what's happened. So I've already ordered a coil that is compatible with electronic ignition kits. So I'll put that in there and then just see if that makes any difference. Let's see what Jolie's up to. Hey man, what are you doing?
Here I am once again, cleaning the windows, but I guess all the driving, you know, you get all the salt and gritty stuff.
If you could see what I could see when I'm cleaning windows. Until my new coil arrives, I've got some time to kill, and there's always jobs to be doing on the camper van. One of the things is on the passenger door in the cab, you can't open it from the inside anymore. The handle broke at some point, so I'm going to take the door card out and see if that's something I can fix here. There's actually water just pouring out of this hole. I'm amazed that this material is watertight. What do you reckon, Jolie?
Look at it, it's gorgeous. That was the original red, I'm told.
I believe this is the original red paint that this van had. However, I was expecting this all to be open. It's certainly going to make fixing the door tricky.
Got a mixture of colours.
So, original red paint, green paint previous owner put on, blue paint I put on, and I've just noticed that dripping in here is a solid block of ice.
Wow.
Look at that huge, great big block of ice. Not good. I think I found out what the problem is. So this is the part that you turn to actually operate the lock over here. The accessibility on this door is one of the worst I've ever seen. That you can't get your hands in there because it's just one solid piece of metal. There's a slight bit of access here, but luckily I don't think it's the mechanism itself but the handle. So you've got this splined shaft here, and inside the end here where the teeth are, it's so worn there's almost no grip at all. So whether or not I can find a replacement, I don't know. However, if I do it skillfully enough, I might be able to drill a hole straight through this, straight through there, and put a bolt through it and bypass the need for the teeth in the first place. So those teeth down there are basically totally worn flat. So to prove my theory, with the mole grips here, I can quite clearly move this backwards and forwards with ease. With this huge block of ice forming in the bottom of the door there, it obviously means water is getting in and it's collecting. So what I'm going to do is drill a little hole in the bottom of the door just so it can drain out. Now it won't drain into the cab, it will go onto the ledge here and inevitably outside. Now loads of people have said to me in the past, don't drill a hole on the underside because that's how water will get in as you're driving along, but it's like, it's filled with water now. If I drill a hole, gravity, the water will come out the bottom. I don't think I'm going to put this back on because this is part of the old interior design and I really never liked this stuff. I think it looks horrible, and to be honest, once that's painted blue on the door, I think that would actually look quite nice. Hi guys, it's been some time since I filmed and worked on the van. I went back home to Sussex to spend Christmas with my family down there. But now that I'm back, the part I think I need has finally arrived. So this is a coil for electronic ignition conversions. So hopefully when I fit this, the van will actually start. As well as that, I've also got some brand new high performance HT leads. So here's the coil, which I can access from the outside, and also the wiring part from the inside as well. Right, let's just do a quick test to see if there's a spark now that it's all connected. Let's see, okay. No spark.